build me up and tear me down. For I am not the simple man you seek, carrying the guilty shame of this clever man's curse. But there is no better life for me. Your wisecracking attitude won't last another day in this world. This monumental decision I've made won't affect another life. But will our friendship still come unfurled? Following this lonesome path has put a heavy strain on my resolve. Will I last until the end of this gilded dream of mine? Or does my story end when I slay them all? Does my story end when I slay them all? Snatched from the jaws of love and victory, I think about my latest defeat. The council has been called to rectify the climate shift that has become my life. And now, as time passes on, I know that I can fall no lower than this song. It's true, when pain becomes the norm, and that is all you know, it still becomes a home. My horse in the Derby has been shot. I calculate how much I have lost. My life before was not a song and dance. A poor man has nothing left to lose. And now, as time passes on, I know that I can fall no lower than this song. It's true, when pain becomes the norm, that is all you know, it still becomes a home. My tired eyes can no longer withstand the burning fires in this house of hell. The heat has cauterized all my wounds and kept me alive long enough to lose. Because as time passes on, I know that I can fall no lower than this song. Because when pain becomes the norm, and that is all you know, it still becomes a home. For I am simply an extra part to the human machine. No one knows what I'm for. So I am thrown into a drawer and left to gather dust until I work no more. Standing on a ledge, a picturesque fall, no better times can I recall. A Pop-Tart in my pocket with my heart inside a locket, a million years to see the change in you. Never seen this place before, I won't return and I'll shut the door. Your offer to stay, I must refuse. I blame the heartbreak for all of my crimes. Hey, mister, will you spare a dime? Square meals a day, dear Lord, how long since I've prayed? Smite me now or let me live my life. Cactus thorns in my shoe, funny they remind me of you. I'm better off alone than with my wife. Even though I love my choice, no one will ever hear my voice. I scream in silence in this air vacuum. I blame the heartbreak for all of my crimes. Hey, mister, will you spare a dime? I'm doing fine, I know you care. Say goodbye to polluted air. I'd rather die than live where I came from. It's colder now than it once was. Quieter, I'll lose my buzz and realize my death is sure to come. The trees are bent from the wind, they're broken just like my kin. They never thought that I'd turn out a bum. break for all of my crimes. Hey, mister, will you spare a dime? I blame the heartbreak for all of my crimes. Hey, mister, will you spare a dime? Hey, mister, will you spare a dime? When you say that you don't believe what I say it again until you see it my way. When you throw that noose around my neck, I ask you why. Why do you want me to die? Is there nothing inside? Hold on to your very last breath. I don't know what's beyond, what comes after death. Down this path, with nothing but my wits, I walk alone. I thought you'd come along, but you stayed at home. All of my life, I've been a soldier in a war, a general with no troops, my back against the door. Hold on to your very last breath. I don't know what's beyond, what comes after death. Near the end, I've come to claim my prize without you. I offered you a share. What more could I do? Now that the top of the mountain is far beneath my feet, I look down at you. What more could I do? Hold on to your very last breath. I don't know what's beyond, what comes after death. Hold on to your very last breath. I don't know what's beyond, what comes after death. Sitting here at the old corner store looking for a place of hope. Too bad my dear mom told me to listen to the Pope. I did not fuse It set me on the path to you, my friend, the Daydream Blues. I never thought that I'd be living on my own. No mom to rock me to sleep, no dad to set my bones. Thank God I could prepare. Got my gun on my hip and my cards on the table. Hopefully the game is gonna be fair. Hey there, sweet darling, what you trying to do to me? Get me to turn from my life, resent my sins, make me live a life of chastity. I won't follow you, I'm the only one I trust, so beware of what I do. Did I forget to mention that my name is the devil himself? Cry all you want, it's far too late, I've got your soul on my bookshelf. How may I help? I'm the chief proprietor and the owner of the library in hell. Middle of the evening, everything was as planned. I got high to handle all that I can't stand. Awakening to my brother's call about the Raven's news. Our time has just gone away. All the twists and turns that we've taken, we stayed together, we've kept each other safe. When we broke apart, the glory had broken too, and now rests safely in the dark. A new dawn has come, the rubble is sifted through. Memories look like relics and they can't show the kindness in a brother's heart brought out by the earth. They only cast us aside. All the twists and turns that we've taken, we stay together, we've kept each other safe. But when we broke apart, the glory had broken too, and now rests safely in the dark. to understand how all of you can live your life despite all of the things that you can't have. Now you try to tell me that I should live a different life when you bring the darkness that makes me seek out the light. The bond will come again. They can't keep us apart because we have souls inside our hearts. We'll stand out in the rain and cold. Our lives will never change. In time, your act will be old. All the twists and turns that we've taken, we stayed together, we've kept each other safe. But when we broke apart, the glory had broken too. And now it rests safely in the dark. We all rest safely in the dark. I dreamed a dream, it wasn't pretty, and I woke up in a cold sweat. It was about a lot of little different things. It emphasized all my regret. It emphasized all my regrets. In this dream I had an option, a choice between two lives. What lies before, what's far ahead? My eyes too sore to stand the light. My eyes too sore to stand the light. Walked into the pub, you're under my thumb. I missed the smoke in my lungs. Walked across a two-way street, got hit by cars going west and east. The grass is trimmed by the bovine. Why do the humans draw the lines? The bitter patter of a bitter rain up above on the tin roof weaks the sun without interruption. All things must end, for this is proof. All things must end, for this is proof. I'm up to my knees, holding on to the keys. We'll watch out for the police. One shot to the left, one shot to the right. We're locked up for the night. I asked if you would go along for the ride. How could I know that it would be do or die? hazy view of a dusty road in the dead heat of July. Fall to my knees and open up my canteen to take a drink, but it's bone dry. To take a drink, but it's bone dry. Flies buzzing around, the vulture swooping down. I'm getting chased by bloodhounds. First glass gone straight to my head. Who's ready for another round? Rejoin the world and never once in your life forget the complex corral of sights in my mind. Sights in my mind. Sights in my mind. Sights in my mind. Born it up just like the memories of your dark hair, long in this world, maiden fair. So stand up, embrace the centaur, run free from the world, do we dare? Fighting the monster up in the hillside, come back to find your delight. In silhouette of future history, my God, what stories I'll write. Why must everything come back to haunt me and stop me from finding my soul? Why does everyone come back to taunt me, to stop us from having our fun? Having our fun. Having our fun. Having our fun. Waking up to the song of myself. What's that? How can I tell? Somewhere from north to south, I'll tell you this song you should doubt. The ground is home to my current heart and the ultimate restart. Cold but full of life. My God, what stories I'll write. Why does everything come back to haunt me, to stop me from finding my soul? Why does everyone come back to taunt me, to stop us from having our fun? Having our fun. Having our fun. Having our fun. Despite the sun, a cold wind blows. Know not what you will gain. but certain of what is lost. We're done now, what is your cost? Oh, I'd lie for it, die for it, even do dimes for it, savor it, treasure it before we're sick of it. Petulant, innocent, what is the difference? Through with you, what to do, go round again. Slow responding hearts engulfing beauty everywhere. A goodbye, my maiden fair. Of me you must beware. Big old universe, 5 versions of it did coincide. Let's say the universe is like 10 eyes from 5 that'll serve as the guide. The secret of this buried truth is found within this troubled youth. Let's go through it once more. Don't know much of the story till my own universe was born, and even then I still wonder about the show to shroud the storms. I've come to know half knowledge too, an influential absolute is how nature and life goes on. If there is one thing I know from my mountaintop, is 4 worlds came before, and they've kept the town and the lot. Loud tick, the clock begins, screams and shouts abound. Endeavor strikes the lonely hearts, with talent all are endowed. One writes the play, all acted out. The thrusters kick, the captain shouts, iceberg dead ahead. If there is one thing I know from my mountaintop, is 4 words came before, and they've kept the town and the lot. When sweat runs down my cheeks like tears to satisfy the cries of bosses, buyers, and bastards to baptize the young in lies. Be tall and lean, say sorry and please, use your 2 feet, wash the sheets, work and love galore. If there is one thing I know from my mountaintop, is 4 words came before, and they've kept the town and the lot. destitute and far away, melodic gifts are brought. Slip through the cracks and miss the chance to gather round and watch the dance of life in the ant farm. If there is one thing I know from my mountaintop, is 4 words came before, and they've kept the town and the lots. Make a hole inside the world, and at any cost, or else the final fate will fill up the lot with exhaust. Fill up the lot with exhaust. Lying on down on the grass, looking up at the sunshine going away, wondering how far away you could be, knowing you was looking at the same thing. And I'll fight for the life that I built for me, joining in on the world's misery. Get up, go to work, make money, pay the bills, and add to pointless resume. Fragile brain. Didn't think that the alcohol would be the only thing to stay at all. Fight for the limitations and build up a reputation that inspires those to fight their foes, but leaves yourself alone. About to unravel in my broken seams, barely make it through the open door. An image of you holds not the soul, but it's loving to the core. Anticipate possibilities, for it's the last recourse. The new demographics will have them laughing at the life they'll not endorse. Didn't think that life change would pick apart a fragile brain. Didn't think that the alcohol would be the only thing to stay at all. Fight for the limitations and build up a reputation that inspires those to fight their foes, but leaves yourself alone. Dying to live and living to die, I can totally make a jump that far. There's no point in going home to be free, I'll crash the car. There's no dependency that gives sacrifice its worth. Can't walk away, watch the future fade like the light under 6 feet of earth. Didn't think that life change would pick apart a fragile brain. Didn't think that the alcohol would be the only thing to stay at all. Fight for the limitations and build up a reputation that inspires those to fight their foes, but leaves yourself alone. What's the point of going on when there is no end in sight? The downward pull of gravity is impossible to fight. But life's not about never falling down, it's about hitting the ground. Make the change, saddle up and ride, let's one more time go round. Didn't think that life change would pick apart a fragile brain. Didn't think that the alcohol would be the only thing to stay at all. Fight for the limitations and build up a reputation that inspires those to fight their foes but leaves yourself alone. Inspire those to fight your foe but leave yourself alone. Going down the wrong path, and I found out how to have good times. Remember that patience is never rewarded. Might as well just pick up the damn dimes. Sending down vengeance disguised as repentance. Spend the whole life towing the deadlines. Conceive the disaster of becoming master of a destiny plagued by glamour. And when you've run out of options, no room left to choose, deal with the unfortunate consequences life has bequeathed unto you. Triumphs a negative, distance away from me, distance between yields dismay, awakening apathy tied to insanity, beat like a stray that won't stay. And when you've run out of options, no room left to choose, deal with the unfortunate consequences life has bequeathed unto you. Deal with the unfortunate consequences life has bequeathed unto you.